Okay, so we transferred to the Panama Canal. Then we mark time in Panama City for a visa, waiting for the French Polynesia visa and provisioning. And then we started planning to get across the Pacific to the Marquesas. And it was a hot few weeks waiting. So we set up this tarpaulin shade on the foredeck so we get cooling from the wind up front and shade, and because we're on the trampoline, the air comes up from underneath as well, so it's super cool under here, and we're cooling from the inside as well with a cold one. Cheers. After 3 weeks of impatiently waiting, patience is not my virtue, nor Irish's, a few emails to the French embassy, and they said, "Oh, we're sorry, we had a problem with our system, but here you go. There's your visa." Thank you, guys. So the rush was on. Fill the dinghy with water, the boat with water, fill the dinghy with fuel, petrol, fill the boat with diesel, final provisioning. We'd done about 10 trips to the supermarket and back in that bus. So yeah, that bus at 25 cents, absolute bargain up and down from the marina. And we provisioned a lot of food, and we filled all the other gaps with beer. This is the supermarket, Super 99. They knew us well. We took up all their specials, especially the beer and rum specials. Coming into the fuel dock to get petrol. Hopefully leaving tomorrow. Leaving that place. Petrol over there. Here we are, filled up with a bit more petrol. Partly for the little generator, the backup generator on the boat. Yeah. Restaurant right here at the fuel dock. Must be some lovely smells coming through when you're having your calamari steak. That's my frustrated look at the French embassy collecting my visa in Panama City. And we were lucky. We had a perfect weather window. You can see that sort of tongue of wind that sticks out from Panama City and blows you down to the doldrums. So yeah, got the ZARP, which is the document that you can leave the country and to exit into the next. And cheers to Panama. There we go. On our way. Whew, it's been a busy day. Collecting passports, checking out, provisioning, getting the boat ready. It is now almost 5 o'clock and we are ready to go. Luckily the wind has turned in our favor, so it's a good time to get going. We are ready. We haven't even packed away all the provisions yet, but we're going and we're off. The beginning of a long way. French Polynesia, here we come. Panama, goodbye. It's been good, but a bit long. And yeah, goodbye Panama. We're having our sunset beer. Just got all the sails up, we've got our course set, and we're dodging ships. Just keen to get clear of all these ships and we can relax a bit more. But yeah, we're still threading our way through ships. So we don't drink alone here. We are doubling up, Panama and Panama. And we need to see a French Polynesia beer in the distant future. But anyway, that's a long time away. Over a month. Let's see. Our first night starts with a full moon. Isn't that nice? Makes a big difference at night with a full moon. So see your surroundings, not pitch black. And that is the moon. Definitely not the sun. It literally lights it up almost like daylight. It's brilliant. And it's 3:30 in the morning on my night watch. So here is my view. It's a full moon night, magnificent.
almost as bright as daylight. It's the moon, not the sun.
So the daily weather check on Predict Wind, it's a app we use, and gives us various options. You can see all the different courses for the different weather models, and it's very accurate. Took us across confidently. After an hour of untangling, untwisting, and resetting the spinnaker, it is finally up. And now the problem is, by the time we got it up, the wind had disappeared. So it's only just giving us some speed, pulling us at 2.7 knots. We could walk to the Galapagos faster. First fish on passage was a wahoo, trophy fish, and great dinner. What would a passage be without a boat problem? So I discovered a leak in one of the fuel tanks. I had to transfer fuel from one tank to the other, 5 litre bottle by 5 litre bottle.
Okay, this is Brandon, sorry, definitely gone to the birds, moving diesel from the engine back into the tank. I would have thought it's meant to go the other way around, but anyway, who am I to judge?
Plenty of these red-footed boobies came to rest on the boat hundreds of kilometers from anywhere, so I think they like to take a rest on the boat. Making afternoon coffee and watching the red-footed booby bobbing around on the front of the pulpit there. So it's not easy hanging in there. Boat is really rocking around quite a lot. You can't see it on the camera, but it's all over the place. We have a hitchhiker. I think he's just out here for a rest. I think that's a booby. Stand corrected. The feathered variety.
Morning, it's day 5, I think, or 4. And yeah, the sun come up about half an hour ago over the satellite dish, which was sending you all these messages. Yeah, it was a good night. The wind picked up at about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon and been blowing about 10 to 15 knots all the time. Yeah, it's been good. Sea is boisterous because we're sailing against the current, and when you've got wind against current, it makes the sea that much more choppy. Not too bad. At least we're going with the wave, with the swell. That's it for the morning update on Monday the 8th of May. Start losing track of time and days here. Now the guy spotted sitting on the foredeck on the pulpit. There he is. Just taking a break. Don't crap on the seat. It's funny how it sits and perches on the round bar and balances perfectly well when it could go down and stand on the flat surface. So this guy came along and chased the other bird off. The other bird had been sitting there for about 3 hours. The other one's coming back. He came back and he had a go. Oh, there we go. Maybe some peace. Shame, man. He's sitting on the wire now. Gonna be an argument soon. Okay, he wants his spot back. On the other side, okay. Well, he finally settled the other side.
This smell okay?
Yeah.
Irish, run us through what's going into this pressure cooker pot. Hopefully some fresh beef. What have we got over here?
I mean, look at this. This is prime.
Prime beef straight from Albrook Mall.
Yeah, never mind the color or the smell, but it's prime.
No, don't worry, they can't smell it on the video. Okay, what else?
A couple of onions. I'm crying. Carrots. Obviously some Irish potatoes.
No doubt.
Tomatoes. And then a mix of all sorts of stuff.
And these long cucumbers?
No, these are frost.
Oh, they're frost, okay.
That's for our
Yeah, soft cucumbers are no good.
Yeah, no, soft
The ladies don't like soft cucumbers.
Well, luckily the no ladies on the boat. Well, luckily, I don't know. We haven't got that desperate yet.
Pot to plate. Well done, it looks.
What's time now? It's 12:15 on a Thursday morning, 11th of May. Night watch. Can't see bugger all out there, so I'll show you what I'm seeing in the boat. And we are coming up to a whole lot of storms and squalls. That's the radar, and you can see all those yellow cloudy things. That's a whole lot of storm systems. So we're heading into that, and I can already see the lightning ahead. It's packed away a lot of the electronics into the microwave for protection from the electric shockwave of the lightning. There on the left you can see the other boats that we crossed the equator with. Raven, Stet and Sabre. And right on the top left corner is Link 1. So yeah, we're all heading the same direction, trying to get down the bottom of the Marquesas. It's slow going, we're going into the current. We're only doing, you can see up there, 3.8, 4.3 knots, 4.6 knots, 5 knots. And that is because we are, as I say, heading into about a 2 knot current. Because we're actually doing, look at that, 5.4, 5.5 knots sailing, but over the ground we're only doing 3.94 knots, so we're losing a lot of ground to the current. But it is what it is, and I've got a storm to get through. Catch you later.
Got through that night, happy to see the sunrise, but later in the day, more squalls and storms. So mostly we able to dodge them a bit or turn away or avoid them. But when they do catch you, they throw a good 30 knots at you, and it keeps you busy for a couple of minutes, and then it subsides. And the problem then, it takes all the wind away and you're left with nothing after that for about an hour. So yeah, squalls are not our mate. Captain Scuba, yeah? It's, it's just fiddling down today. We've been through squall after squall, and starting to see a bit of bright sky over there at last. Everything is wet.
And this is what you don't want to find in the sea. Big things like that you could hit. Like a big barrel, yeah.
Yeah, some ship dumped a 44-gallon drum overboard. It's fine in the day, you can see them, but at night, it's pot luck that you miss it. They said the doldrums will be flat, sunny, glassy seas. Here we are in the doldrums. Rain, waves, lightning, what a mess. No fun at the moment, guys. This is the crappy part of sailing. And back you go. Sorry. Head off calamari. Yeah, that's where we're heading. And we are now 5.895 nautical miles away, 6 miles away, just over an hour away from the equator. There's the other boat that's probably also going to be there, Raven, and there's another one somewhere up here also coming through. Hopefully we will gather in a similar spot. Was one of our things on this trip was to paddle across the equator, and Arish and I might just get it right with some luck. There's some weather pressing us hard, but we're going to jump in as soon as we stop and paddle across. And here we are, there it is, 005958, and we are going to stop here and paddle across the equator for what it's worth. So off I went with the Garmin between my legs, trying to see when I would cross the equator. It's very difficult. There's no sort of landmark. You're just turning and there's no reference. So it was incredibly difficult to try and find some direction, but eventually found the equator. So for about an hour before the other boats arrived at the equator, we had this magnificent spell of clear, calm weather, which we used to full advantage. Oh, it's a bit of adventure. Arish has got his kit on, his Jerieski's, the Jerieski's duck, and this is where we're at. We are now 0000 and some more zeros. Sorry, there we are. 0000.76 north. Still haven't crossed the equator, but we're counting down. We're moving along at 4.7 knots, and Arish is paddling next to us quite comfortably. Oh, it's a beautiful day. The doldrums are showing off today. All the boats converging on our point here in the equator, the agreed upon point. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus us is 5. Yeah, there you go. There's Irish crossing the equator. You can see we're 031 north, still 0.028 north. He's going. Coming up to the equator. Now, that's it. Yay! There you can see 0000123, and it is S for south. Use the time in that clear water as well just to check the bottom of the boat for growth, and it was starting, but you'll see in the next video unbelievable amount of growth even while we were on the move. This is looking down into the deep nothingness, 2,000 meters deep. And it's just blue down into the abyss. Yeah, it was quite incredible swimming in a 2,000 meter deep swimming pool, and that's me pointing down. It's just straight down, and the light just disappears into the distance. Yeah, crazy. I also used the time to check the props that they pivoting properly. So here's our preparation for our offering to Neptune. We'll have the peasant's glasses. Neptune will have the fancy goblet, and Iris has just swum a lap of the boat in 2,000 meter deep water, just to go see if you could see Neptune. We didn't see Neptune, so we'll offer him a drink anyway. Here's our offering. Cheers to Neptune. Cheers, Irish.
Cheers to Captain. Cheers to Neptune.
Neptune, to many more happy, safe miles on your wonderful ocean. And thanks for keeping us safe so far. Some of our precious rum from Panama. Cheers, Neptune.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers. Hooah!
Are you sure that's not the spare diesel?
Yeah.
The spare diesel.
Lassie. So that's Raven, a Leopard 45 catamaran built in Cape Town. Dave and Eileen, the day before, they put out the message on the VHF radio to all the boats in the area would they like to gather and do the crossing ceremony with them at the equator. And yeah, it turned out to be a great idea. Well done to them. Amazing in that vast ocean to get 4 boats together in one little spot. It was a great effort. It's raining, so
I just want to say before we start this, pretty amazing that 4 boats could join here at the equator right before we cross. I really want to thank Viento Del Mar for waiting for us. That was really nice of you guys, and pretty amazing, pretty neat. Thanks, you guys.
So Dave and Eileen on Raven led the ceremony on the VHF radios, and once that was done, we all lined up and off we went to cross the equator, straight into a squall, no doubt. All lined up, all to cross the equator together. Raven over there, I think that's Sabre there, and Link 1 over there.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. We have now crossed the kingdom of Neptune, and of course they are welcoming us with a squall. Isn't that fantastic? This is your chance to start anew with positive thoughts, new adventures, to see the sea and live life through new eyes, a reset to the soul. You are no longer a Pollywogs, but a Shellback that has more knowledge, is stronger than ever, and has the soul of a sailor. Congratulations, everyone. We'll see you down the line.
Welcome to the Southern Hemisphere. Thank you very much, Raven. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Neptune is keeping us humble. He's straight after crossing the equator, he unleashed this little bit of a downpour on us. And that's across the equator, first part of our Pacific voyage. The next video, yeah, Galapagos all the way to Hiva Oa.